Good afternoon, all. CamelbackTrading.org coming to you this Friday afternoon, April 28th. We are looking at Window Traders market profile of the ES and SPY. A lot to get to today. Remember, Sunday is the last day for this special. 3 months for $75 or the year for $200. You're not going to find a better deal anywhere for what we offer. I can tell you that. So email me at paul@camelbacktrading.org for details if you have an interest. Okay? We're cheap as it is. We're very affordable as it is, $30 a month, but I made it even better for you guys and gals to celebrate our 3-year anniversary this month. Incredibly impressive 2 days for the bulls. Okay? No consolidation whatsoever today for us. Okay? I talk in the room. I hate to say that the maintenance highs or lows don't count because, like I said, and a perfect example is NQ. NQ's high was made in the maintenance period. Well, at that time, it was the weekly high. Look how they finally got it in end period today. So even though most traders won't count this, the weekly high in NQ is in the maintenance period. So I would certainly count it. That's why I always use those levels as my highs and lows in ES and SPY. NQ today took back a couple of the single prints from yesterday. Actually was floundering early. Looked like it was going to try to push down. A period almost after getting their overnight high, almost got the overnight low. But boy, oh boy, was that a head fake. And then they finally go higher. They end up 9 wide. They go out with a price probe and an afternoon pullback in J and K. Righty goes out with an afternoon pullback in K, and they end 9 wide. For us, we end 10 wide at L's low, afternoon pullback in K, and the day's high and low. SPY took out last week's high. Where do they have SPY closing? Give me 1 second. They have, because it's important. I mean, it's only going to be by a little bit, but a possibility of an outside week up. So yeah, they close at 415.91. So SPY actually has an outside week up. ES misses. ES never took out last week's high. Okay? So balance on the week. Well, we'll go over all the charts, but boy, oh boy, fascinating move by the bulls the last 2 days. I had an excellent day today. Had a good week. Even giving back that 13 points. I forgot which day it was. I only ended up making 6. I made 35 points today. And I missed a lot of trades. I saw the market well. In fact, I want to go over the ones I missed. I'm not going to go over all my trades, but I made 35 points. A good part of it was in the morning in A, B, and C. C was on both sides of the market, both long and short, where I made the bulk of my money. I made 12 points on longs in C, and I made 10 points on a short. So 22 out of my 35 points came in C period. But here's where I want to go over what I missed. The market was having, and I was telling the room this, until we probed in M period, the market was having trouble at B's high, right? It ripped higher in A and B, but couldn't really get much. We got 8 handles above it. K even got below it by 6 handles, but it was really only like a $1.40 range. But they were having trouble, and we tried to go trend 3 times and failed. So a couple of times I did take shorts in G and in I because it was failing. But I should have taken another short in J around 80 because it seemed like it finally wanted to pull back some more. I kept telling the room the odds of the point of control and the point of control and the pullback being close usually doesn't hold. So I was looking for more of a pullback. So I should have gotten involved in J on a short. I didn't. I could have gotten involved at 80. It got down to 71 and change. That's a pretty good move. Then to make matters worse, I actually took a short at 73, thinking now we're going to go get half back and value low. Well, I took it off a break even. Like, what am I doing? This is where I was looking for a long earlier today. I'm like, I wanted to see POC raised earlier today. I didn't want to get back to D's high. So I set around the 72 levels a decent risk reward long. So not only didn't I take the long, I actually shorted it initially, but I broke even on it. So I absolutely missed the afternoon pullback. I thought maybe we would get more of a push down because it was later in the day, but it never happened. And then we went back up and we finally probe, as you can see, late in the day. So I'm very happy how I saw the day, and I'm very happy with 35 points. But there's no doubt I could have had more out of this on a shortened J at 80 and then getting long at least something to start around the 72 level. But again, no complaints. I'm very happy with how I saw it. A lot of destinations again. For the upside in SPY, we have 415.94, which is our monthly high. Okay? Then we have 416.49 weekly high, 416.97 daily high, 418.31 monthly high. What does that mean? It means that this market has potential to really get legs above today's high if we get it. Now, are they going to do that prior to the Fed? That remains to be seen. Right now, the weekly's in balance. If we take this today out, we'll be up in the weekly. We're certainly up in the daily. And then we see if we can test February's high to see if we go up in the monthly. On the downside, we have the price probe, L's high at 415.58, 10 wide at 414.70. Afternoon pullback K 414.11 and today's low of 411.43. Again, 2 days in a row, we opened and drove straight up. SPY's opening yesterday, the New York opening, never went lower. SPY's New York opening today went down 2 pennies and then went up. Pretty powerful. For ES, downside, price probe, L's high of 86.25, 10 wide at 77.25, afternoon pullback 71.25, and today's low of 43.75. For the upside, we have today's high of 90, which is a weekly high. 94.50 is our monthly high. 08.50 is our yearly high right now, and then filling the gap of 20.75 from August of 22. So let's go to the charts, because a lot's happening here as we head to Fed week next week. Most of the big earnings are out except for Apple next Thursday night. NVIDIA is later in the month, but most of the other big tech stocks are out. So let's go to the charts. So Russell, still in a yearly balance. Boy, oh boy, are they trying. They keep testing this 173.39 level from almost 5 years ago. That's got to be incredibly frustrating, right? 5 years worth of longs are gone, right, from up here that we keep sitting at it. So it's a year balance on the monthly. Boy, oh boy, when are they ever going to come out of it? Obviously, the banks aren't helping. Weekly. The weekly came out of balance to the downside, but ripped back up. But again, for me, I think I'd still have to call the weekly balance. Let's see how much they stretched it by, and then we'll make that determination. I mean, the previous low was 172.36. We stretched it by just under $1.50. Again, I would call it at least down to balance. I can't take down out of it. We took out 4 weeks worth of lows, even though we came back nicely. So I'd call it down to balance. And then on the daily for me is still balanced. We did not take out Tuesday's high, even though we're did they have an outside day up yesterday? 171. Oh, I didn't realize that. They had an outside day up yesterday. Didn't realize that, which put them into balance. But I would still call it balance until we take out Tuesday's high. So the monthly is in a year balance. The weekly is down to balance. And the daily is in a 4-day balance. So righty is still lagging right now. Okay? Triple Qs. The monthly for me is up. I've been saying it's been up. Okay? They had a tight monthly balance too, range too. Weekly. Balance with an outside week up. Last week's close was 316.61. We closed at 322.56. So it's a 5-week balance, but it's an outside week up. Powerful. If we take out today's high, the weekly goes firmly up. And then the next big destination would be August, just like in SPY and ES, the August high. Okay? Daily is up. I called it up from coming out of the inside day. I know a lot of people are using this whole balance, and that's fine. It's an art, not a science. Nobody's right or wrong. But after going down, we came back into balance Wednesday, up Thursday, up today. So the monthly's up, the daily's up, and the weekly is balanced, but it's an outside week up. Powerful. ES and SPY. Whether you call it a 3-month balance or a 6-month balance, it's still balance. It's also, well, we did extend it today. Oh, no, we only extended it by 22 cents. So I'm going to say, I'm not going to go check again. This is our smallest monthly range in over 3 years. 3 years and 4 months. You think the spring is tightening? You think the envelope's being pushed, the rubber band being stretched? Something's happening here. Right now, the bulls have it all going their way. I believe firmly if we take out February's high and get acceptance, boy, oh boy, is that the key word, we'll blow right up to August high. I firmly believe that. So what's going to be the catalyst? Is it going to be the Fed? Is it going to be the Fed calming the market? We'll see. But for now, the monthly is in balance. Tightest range, which also leaves a lot of things open, my friends. Right? If it's our smallest range in over almost 3.5 years, well, then you have to watch out for both the monthly high and low getting taken out at some point in May. So for now, it's balance. The weekly is a 4-week balance. For SPY, it's an outside week up. It's not for ES. SPY slightly stretched it. ES missed it. So now we're going to see balance rules on Monday. Boy, oh boy, bulls want to take this out right away to go higher, right? So it's going to be interesting if they do that right away prior to the Fed in the next couple of days. So the monthly's balanced, the weekly's balanced with an outside day up for SPY, and the daily is clearly up above all 3 of our moving averages. So very impressive. Volume today right now is at average, so we'll do a little bit better than average. Yesterday was over average. We did almost 93 million. You'd like to see more volume, but for now, can't complain. We're still getting good opportunities. I hope you had a great week trading. Rest up. Next week should be some more fun, especially coming Wednesday, and then again with Apple earnings on Thursday night. I hope you had a great week trading. Enjoy your weekend. Thanks for the likes and subscribing, and we'll speak prior to the opening on Monday.